Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to Cars, Golf, and Cigars. I'm your man, Kadon Sterling. Welcome to Cars, Golf, and Cigars, man. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank y'all so much for really interacting with my channel, riding with the channel for 5 years. So if you're still riding with me, if you really want to help the channel out, tell somebody about the channel, all right? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit all the damn buttons. There's buttons all over the place. Hit them all. All right, now let's get to the business. We're here today for a cigar review from the J.C. NEWMAN family. Julio Cesar NEWMAN. The oldest actually American cigar company, to be honest. People don't really know that. They started back in 1895 in Tampa. They still have the oldest American cigar factory in the country, 114 years old. They got a lot of brands. Some of y'all know them by Brick House, some of y'all know them by PDM, some of y'all know them by, of course, the Julio Cesar, the American. There's a lot of brands that they put out. But they also have another brand that's a quality brand for the everyday cigar smoking person called QUORUM. And today we're going to review this one. We're definitely going to review this one. HAVANA Q. Let's get to the specs of it. 60 by 60. It's a Nicaraguan filler. It's definitely have Cuban tobacco with Nicaraguan seeds. It's a Havana wrap. So it's one of the closest things you probably will remind you of a Cuban cigar. That's not a real, actual Cuban cigar, if that makes sense. But let's get back to the other business. Etsy.com, people. Everything that you see me wear that you can pick up on Etsy.com. Live life, hoodies, t-shirts, man, live life joggers. You feel me? Maybe you can't see the logo on this side. Maybe it's on this side. All right. Live life, because I truly believe in that. Absolutely. Etsy.com. Mogul Mindset is one word. Mogul Mindset. You put that in the search bar, all the apparel will come up. Okay? All the apparel for all the entrepreneurs, all the people that really have big business on their minds, people that really want to make other people understand that they're seen before they're heard. So represent yourself correctly. All right? Stick with me. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Cars, Golf, and Cigars. All right. For this right here, I like to use a puncher, not really a full cutter, because the cap, in my opinion, it's really not that, the construction on it, to me, when it comes to the cap, is not truly, it's not that strong. So to me, anytime I've actually used a cutter on this, it starts to tear apart a little bit up top. If you gotta be real sensitive when you're using an actual cutter with it. So for the QUORUMs, I like to actually use a puncher. And even with my puncher, I try to be real delicate because it will split. And you don't really want that, because after a while, the construction of it will start to go, it will start to delete. And that does not make it a comfortable smoke towards the end or a comfortable pull. So, yeah. Now this one is a double, this is double grande, a gordo. So therefore, this one right here is not actually a Toro, all right? And it's not a Maduro. This is actually, it's heavier, it's really in the middle of the mouth, because it's heavier than a Connecticut. Absolutely. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not even going to... The ones I like, let's get to the point. I like this one, and I like the Maduro. The Connecticut one, I don't like. I feel it's too bland, too dry. But these actually have spices to them. They have flavor to them. Let's go. Yeah. Always, on the first pull, you're going to actually not taste what you think you're going to taste. On the first pull, for some reason, I think it always, for me, for my palate, it always gives me more of the flame flavor, excuse me, more than anything. And then it settles down and you can actually start appreciating and tasting the pepper. You could taste the seeds. You actually can start tasting it now. And it's early. We just started. We only on the first. Yes, yes, yes. Now, the reason why I'm doing this review, because a lot of times cigar smokers, hold on a second, let's blend this correctly. Let's get some brown with that crown. Okay, cigar smokers, we tend to, some people, we tend to basically are more attracted to higher end sticks. And for a reason, a lot of the higher end sticks are amazing qualities, okay? The upsetter to me is not even higher end, it's midway, and the upsetter to me is an amazing quality stick, okay? We don't really look at the more affordable sticks unless we're doing house sticks at the cigar lounge, right? But this one right here, the reason why I wanted to review this QUORUM is because this is an everyday cigar smoker stick for an affordable rate. This right here, literally, you can get for $4 and some change. A 6x60, full body, mild flavor, makes you feel like it's a Cuban for under $5. Live life, okay? Live life. Now, some people might say, oh, so you got cheap cigar. Nope, we don't even use that word cheap. Delete that from your mind, okay? Because cheap is a bad word. Cheap is a curse word to me. This is affordable. I don't even like cheap. I don't like things cheap. I don't want things to be cheap because you get what you pay for. But this is actually affordable, okay? And it's not gonna break your bank. You can smoke this every day. If you have a regular part-time job, you can smoke one of these every day, okay? And it's a quality smoke that you can smoke every day. So now I'm looking at the construction. I want y'all to see this as well. It's wrapped excellent. Good work. Not the best work. Not the best work. I've seen way better wraps, but this is not bad. Now, the only reason why, let's go with some pros and cons. Of course, the pros is the price. Of course, the pros is the taste. The con is, in my opinion, even though it's wrapped excellent, it does tend to some kind of way sometimes. It depends on how you keep them and how you store them. Towards the end, start to burn out a little bitterly, spread apart a little bit. The foundation of the construction is not as great. I don't actually particularly like the ring wrap for this. It's flimsy. It's not a quality ring wrap. This might cost 0.49 cents to make each one of these. So I understand why they could sell it for such a price, because honestly, this is not costing them much at all to make. Those are the cons for me. I'm not bougie, but I like a good ring wrap. Let me know that I bought some quality, but you'll find that in a more expensive stick. This is an affordable stick that's a good stick to have. Absolutely. Now, you know I'm a driver. When I say I'm a driver, I don't drive for a specific company, nothing like that. No, I drive for myself, as in I just like driving cars. This is cars, golf, and cigars. But to me, this is not a driving cigar. Certain cigars I like to drive with, but that's just me. I like more aroma cigars to drive with. This is a sit-down cigar, especially in the club, the lounge, your own personal cigar room at your house, your garage. And you watching the game? Absolutely. You having a drink? Absolutely. You got friends over, you want to give 2 or 3 out? Absolutely. This is one you can give out to your friends, and they don't look at you like, he done gave me that bad word cigar. He gave me something that was actually good. They're going to come to you and they're going to ask you, what was that you just gave me? And you're going to tell them, it's a QUORUM, HAVANA Q, J.C. NEWMAN. You need one to go? Because they only cost me, it only cost me $4 and some change, brother. You can have one to go, you know? Stick with me. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Cars, Golf, and Cigars. I'm your man, Kadon Sterling. We are on our second half of this QUORUM J.C. NEWMAN HAVANA Q 6x60. And the better, going towards the midway, the better the flavor starts to kick in. I mean, a lot of guys talk about how they taste something sweet, some chocolate. I really don't. I do taste the pepper. I do taste the Nicaraguan filler that I'm very familiar with. And it doesn't taste bad. It's a blend. Now, as for a 6x60, honestly speaking, I'm not a cigar expert. I'm not a tobaccoist. I am a cigar enthusiast. So I know a little bit about them, and I have my personal opinion from my personal palate, but I'm not going to give it to you from the textbook. But to me, from my experience, this should be a little heavier, like in your hand. Like 6x60s, they got a little weight to them. This is light, man. This is real light. That's how I know it's not a complete Nicaraguan feeling without some blends. And the other blends in it is not heavy. That's why this makes this a very bearable cigar to smoke around everybody or what have you, you know. It's still not a car driving cigar to me because, like I said, I like more infused cigars for when I'm driving, you know, in my cars. So this I wouldn't really drive with, not long distance driving anyway. But I would definitely sit down like I'm doing now, listen to some music or what have you, and burn this and enjoy it, and knowing that the price, excuse me for the fly, the price is amazing. And what more could you ask for? Yeah. Not bad at all. Don't forget to follow me on Mogul Talk One-on-One right here on YouTube, okay? This is Life One-on-One right here on YouTube. We had the Fearless Ambition podcast. I'm giving y'all an exclusive. The Fearless Ambition podcast right here on YouTube, but I was completely hacked. Someone got to the channel, basically erased the channel. They went so far as to even erase the email. Because you have to have an email account to start a YouTube account. You have to have a Gmail account, right? A Google account. I went to the email. I couldn't even find my email. I don't know how that happened. I contacted YouTube. No one has contacted me back. So I will no longer be doing the Fearless Ambition podcast on YouTube. You can catch me on TikTok to find out all the information that we talk about on the Fearless Ambition podcast. Will be on TikTok. And then now, because of that, 2025, I'm officially starting my own podcast on all the other platforms, and I'm going to put it on there. And y'all be able to catch it on wherever you listen to your podcast at, but no more YouTube. YouTube need to really fix that. YouTube need to really talk about what's happening when it comes to channels being hacked. Art Fennell from Country Style channel, I watch them all the time, and they got hacked. And they got to start all over again. And I think he had over 100,000 subscribers, and they got to start from scratch, which is a shame. So be careful if you got a YouTube channel. Check your YouTube channel. Check your analytics. Check, because I didn't check assuming that it was there, and because why shouldn't it be there? I started it last year, and all my episodes, all my content was there. And when I went back to it 2 weeks ago, it was gone. So eventually, even Cars, Golf, and Cigars may move on to my own website and for other things besides YouTube. And I really do think that's the direction that we're going in, because I have a big announcement for Cars, Golf, and Cigars going to 2025. I'm not going to talk about it right now because everything is not signed in black and white yet. But as soon as everything is in black and white and structured correctly, then y'all hear about that. But for right now, yeah, this HAVANA Q, J.C. NEWMAN. This is one for the everyday guy or lady that just likes to burn a cigar a day. And it's not a cigar. It's a quality, well-priced, affordable cigar. Definitely go pick y'all up one of these, a couple of packs of these. You could afford it. You got it. All right? I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for watching.